So if you look at this repeat unit, the double bond is down in the middle, right? So how do you restore the alkene therefore? Kind of push it back, huh? So therefore, actually for me, quite simple. You draw the double bond back to the original carbon 1 and 2 and the carbon 3 and 4. That's all. Okay, so anyway, this is contextual, so don't worry too much about it. I think the 1-2 version is the one you all need to know very well. Okay, which I think is quite easy anyway. Okay, so Gabriel, the next question to you is, throughout all this additional polymerization, right, have you been losing anything? No, right, you're just destroying double bond and forming single bond, but the atoms are all there. So what do you expect about empirical formula? Will it change? Okay, very good. The empirical formula should stay absolutely the same because addition works in such a way there's no loss of atoms. I think that is good to know. Okay, so percentage element same, empirical formula also same. And it is because you are not losing atoms at all. Yeah, but this also means if you are not losing anything at all, what are you producing at the end of the polymerization process? Yeah, then you only achieve polymer only. Yeah, can I? Okay, then I'll ignore the fact, or rather there's no loss of other things. So I'll just treat it as the reaction is producing polymers only. Yeah, okay. Now, Gabriel, one more question to you. CC bonds, right, are known to be strong or weak? Strong, right? Which means are they easy to break up? No, they are very hard to break. So if they are very hard to break, right, what it gives rise to a certain property about addition polymer I need to know. And that is actually a negative consequence of a plastic. Yeah. Okay, so if your bonds are very strong or your linkages are very strong, I need you to know that the polymer generally is non-biodegradable, which means you put it in nature, right? Nature cannot find a way to break it down. Okay, so plastics really will stay around for a very long time. So I foresee this to be like a 1 mark or 2 mark question where your teacher asks you guys about pros and cons. But non-biodegradable is not bad. Okay, it's not like bad or good. It depends on perspective. Okay, non-biodegradable means the substance is very durable also. Okay, so it depends on how you argue your case. Okay, I'm done. So that's the summary I'll give to you. Okay.